Hi, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. Welcome to the channel where I share junk journaling and art journaling, projects, and ideas. In today's video, I thought I'd share some updates and examples in the altered books that I'm working in, and also a few junk journal tips and art journal tips that I have found helpful along the way. So my junk journals and art journals are really fun, creative self-care. I love working in them. I work in them a few times a week usually. I'm not so much of a daily journaler, although once in a blue moon, I do try to do some of the daily journal prompts, but mostly I really just do journaling a few times a week. And this junk journal I started in February. I got some adorable happy mail in Gina over at Stellar J Studios. Good junk mail. I love that Valentine. And one of the tips that's worked really well for me when junk journaling is be really flexible, set up your own personal timeline. I thought maybe I would use that journal for about a month, and now here we are in mid-March, and I'm definitely using it for March as well. And this little one, so sweet, a candy box journal, no pun intended there. And I worked in it for a couple weeks, and I kind of feel done. So setting up your own personal timeline and not worrying about finishing has been really helpful for me. And then some other creative journals, art journaling and altered books, have much longer timelines. Months, sometimes even the flip through I did recently, years. Just when the mood strikes, sometimes I have a theme or a certain color palette. So I'll link those videos below if you care to see more. So let's take a look at this little one. I've been working in this starting in March. Those adorable butterflies, by the way, are from Cat Hands Ko-fi printables. And for this one, I didn't remove any of the pages. Just put down some paint, doing a little collage. And I got the first few pages going. Now this is a reprint of a paper doll that I made, and I've recently taken some classes. I've joined the Fodder School 4, and this is one of the classes from Angela Kennedy. Absolutely loved it. I'll have more upcoming in April on some of the things I've been doing in Fodder School 4. Brand new to me, and also making faces and paper dolls were new to me, and I loved Angela Kennedy's class. It was so much fun. And then some more Zentangle inspired art doodles on book pages. I've really enjoyed getting this little journal going in March. And again, no set timeline. Could be next March, friends. I really don't know. And in this altered book, I haven't really done much at all except prep the pages and put in some papers that I'm thinking about using in it. But the nice thing is when you prep a few altered books, they're always there for you when the mood strikes and you just want to try something, so they're ready to go. My next tip is to reuse your own art. Take pics of your own journal spreads, and that way you can use them again in multiple journals or in multiple ways in the same journal. So this little Zendala I made a couple years ago in an art retreat. And what I like to do, another tip, is kind of play around with things, leave them on my art desk before I glue them down. And we're going to get going in a few minutes with that little design called Prima. And I'm going to show you a few ways that I've used it in my art and junk journals over the last week or so. So just having a play. Ran a copy of that little crescent moon. And I'm definitely feeling the moon vibe right now. I don't know about you. We are, there's going to be like a lunar eclipse or something. I think it's actually happening at the end of the week. So it's really fun to play with a theme. And this is a very typical journal session for me. I'm not exactly, oh, I love this. I just used the rest of the cutout. I don't know what it was. I had the two scraps together on the desk and I simply moved over the little circle punch hole and put it on the astronaut. So tip 4 really is use your own artwork, your own journal spreads in multiple ways. If you reprint them, here's a grungy jelly plate on the right that I did on some children's book page, and an art journaling card that I made with some watercolor paper and did some masking with washi tape and add some collage bits. You can use them multiple times in multiple spreads or journals. And I'm going to show you just in a few minutes how I do this with that cute little flower called Prima, the design. I was chatting with one of the littles in our family, and she said it would be a great idea to make flowers in my spring journal. So definitely go in for that. For the last part of the video, I am going to draw this cute little flower design, Prima, a pattern by Kimberly Wood, CZT, and I thought I would use a copy of this watercolor print. Now friends, I chose this really pretty blue color gel pen, and this is going to lead me into my last tip, which has happened again and again to me in all of my creative journaling, whether it's in junk journaling or altered books like this one. And that is, sometimes things don't go the way you planned. You may already be noticing something that it took me quite a while to notice. Yes, startling to me. I realized that I had chosen a color changing pen late in the game. And I cannot tell you how many times in different ways in my journaling that different things have happened. Whether I put down some paint, I put it on a different surface, a book page, whatever it was. Yeah, see, I'm still upset about this. And then I realize that I should not be upset at all. This is very typical to what happens in the creative process. So next time I will read the label. It says right on it, gold. And now I have this really unexpected and soft, metallic looking Prima pattern of a flower on the little journaling card print. Ah, yes, friends. So I would love to hear when you have had happy accidents or the unexpected in your creative journals. So tip 5 is definitely this. Be ready for the unexpected as much as, well, not ready, be ready to embrace, because we don't know what will happen in our creative journals, and sometimes it actually turns out to be the most fun of all.